If your history books look like spreadsheets filled with dates and numbers, you're missing the human heartbeats behind them. The essence of history isn't just in the facts and figures, it's in the lives that were lived, the dreams that were shattered, and the hopes that were kindled. You're missing the human heartbeats behind them. Each page turned is a story of someone who lived, loved, and lost. It's the pulse of humanity that beats through the annals of time. War, it's not just about the battles and strategies, it's not merely about the generals and their plans. It's about the countless individuals who found themselves caught in the crossfire, each with their own story to tell. It's about the young soldier barely out of his teens, clutching a letter from home, a letter that carries the scent of familiarity, the warmth of love, and the hope of a future that seems so uncertain. The mother waiting by the window, praying her child returns. Her days filled with anxiety, her nights with restless dreams. Every knock on the door could bring news that would shatter her world. Whole lives changed in a single moment. A single bullet, a single explosion, a single decision can alter the course of countless lives. The ripple effects of war are felt far and wide. Think about the trenches of World War I. Deep, muddy ditches where soldiers lived for months on end, surrounded by the constant threat of death. Muddy, cold, filled with fear. The trenches were not just physical barriers, but emotional ones, separating soldiers from the lives they once knew. Soldiers didn't just fight enemies, they fought hunger, disease, and the weight of their own minds. The psychological toll of war is often as devastating as the physical. Imagine the letters they wrote, the dreams they had. Each letter a lifeline to a world that seemed so distant, each dream a fragile hope for a future beyond the battlefield. Then there's World War II. Cities turned to rubble, families torn apart. The scale of destruction was unprecedented, and the scars it left are still visible today, but also stories of incredible courage. Acts of bravery that shone like beacons in the darkness. Soldiers who risked their lives to save others, civilians who stood up against tyranny. The young girl, Anne Frank, who scribbled hope into her diary while hiding from the horrors outside. Her words have become a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Fast forward to modern conflicts. The battlefields may have changed, but the human cost remains the same. The faces of war are different, but the pain and suffering are all too familiar. The technology has changed, but the core remains the same. Drones and advanced weaponry have replaced bayonets and rifles, but the fear and uncertainty persist. Soldiers still face the same fears. The fear of the unknown, the fear of losing comrades, the fear of not making it home. Civilians still bear the brunt. Families displaced, homes destroyed, lives uprooted. The innocent often pay the highest price, and yet amidst the chaos, there's always a glimmer of humanity. Acts of kindness that remind us of our shared humanity. Even in the darkest of times, take a moment to remember, to honor those who have sacrificed, to reflect on the lessons learned, and to commit to a future where such sacrifices are no longer necessary. Behind every statistic, there's a story of a life lived, a dream pursued, a hope cherished. These stories are the true essence of history. Behind every conflict, there's a human heart, a heart that beats with love, fear, hope, and resilience. These are the unseen truths of war. The realities of war are harsh, but they remind us of the strength, resilience, and hope that define us as humans. War isn't just history, it's a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and greatest strength. It's a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and greatest strength. It shows us what we are capable of, both the good and the bad. Share this video if you believe in the power of these hidden truths. Let's spread awareness and understanding so that we may learn from the past and build a better future. Stay curious, stay human. In the end, it's our humanity that will guide us through the darkest times and lead us to a brighter future.